Okay, I have something I have to say. What is with kids today? Just in general, like, are they dumber than before? Or do the parents not seem to teach them anything? And what I'm talking about is when it comes to the rules of the road. You know the old sayings like look both ways before you cross the street, don't walk when the hand flashes, that sort of thing. Like, do kids today not get that? Do the parents not teach them these rules? For example, a couple weeks ago, I'm driving down the street that leads to my house, and there's a public school there. Now granted, you obviously have to watch for kids and go a certain speed, and I am. And there's this little boy who's on the sidewalk talking with some of his friends, and I'm driving, and I think nothing of it, so I start fiddling with my radio, and I'm in clear view, there are no cars in the way, and he's in clear view, like I can see him, he can see me, and I look up, and all of a sudden he just darts out into the road. Darts right out, and I slam my brakes, and I hit him. Now, I didn't hit him directly, I hit his backpack, but I hit him. And it spins the kid around, he looks at me, and he's shocked, and as it turns out, his mother is parked in an SUV across the road, almost, like, pretty much perpendicular to me, and she rolls down her window and starts yelling at me, saying, "Why aren't you watching the road? You almost killed my son," all these kind of things. And I'm looking at her kind of stunned, because first off, I mean, yeah, I almost hit your son, but two things wrong with this scenario. One, your son ran into the middle of the road without looking both ways, you know, look both ways before he crossed the street. He just darted out into the road. Second, you saw him, you saw me coming, why didn't you roll down your window and tell him not to run across the street? Why am I at fault? You pretty much let your son get hit. Like, where is this mother's brain? She sees I'm coming, sees her son starting to move towards the road, and says nothing? Surely a proper parent would say, "Billy, there's a car coming, wait." But no. So I'm the bad guy here. I'm driving the right speed, I'm driving the speed limit, and I almost hit the kid because he's too stupid to look both ways and mom's too stupid to tell him otherwise. So that's my first complaint. My other one is high school students. Again, the same thing. It's like they own the damn road. Okay? The high school, that again is close to my house, there's an intersection, and the kids seem to think that they can walk against a green light. I don't know how many times that my light turns green, I have to stop because kids walk in front of me. It says, don't walk, and for a good reason, traffic's going. Like, these kids stop traffic all the time. And it just boggles my mind. And not only that, but down that road there's a little turn. The kids walk across that as if there's a public walkway. And today, for example, a lady stopped her car to let the kids walk across the road. First off, no public walkway. You're not supposed to do that. You're the driver, it's the road for drivers, you drive. But the other thing is, she waited there for 5 minutes, waiting for kids who are all the way up the road to come down and walk across. I'm sorry, these pedestrians who are on the sidewalk do not stop you, the driver, in the middle of a road. They do not own the road, you do not stop for them. But I just don't get it. Kids today, kids and teenagers seem to think they have the right to do what they want on public streets. But they forget that streets are meant for cars. A 2,000-pound car versus a 100-pound person? If you both meet up on the road at the wrong time, you're not gonna live. I'm sorry. And the driver's gonna get blamed because they're supposed to watch out for these people, but we shouldn't have to watch out for these people because they should be smart enough to know, look both ways, and don't walk across the street when you're not supposed to walk. Also known as jaywalking or what have you. But it's just stupid. Kids out there, if you do this, Jesus Christ, look both ways. Wait for the cars to go. I'm sorry, smarten the hell up.